So on Friday we learned about different types of angles, and I told you guys that if they were congruent or if they were supplementary, okay? So you could do that in this picture. You could see that these two angles here are consecutive interior angles. That means that they are supplementary. That means that this one down here is 180 minus 68, which is 112, okay? But how I want you to really think of it is in tick marks. And I'm not going to help you guys unless your tick marks are on your pictures. If you have a question, make sure you put your tick marks on there first. And by that I mean, in this picture, I know this is the small angle here. So all of these are the small angles. I'm going to put one tick mark on them. And all of these are the big angles. I'm going to put two tick marks on them. And if you have your tick marks, I can say, oh, they gave me a 1 tick mark and I need to find a 2 tick mark. And I know that every 1 tick mark plus every 2 tick marks equals 180. So then I can find it easily. If I know the 1 tick mark is 68 plus x equals 180, we just subtract 68 and we get x equals 112. Every 1 tick mark is going to be 68, so these are all going to be 68. If the lines are parallel, which they are, because it has this little arrow here tells you they are. And all the 2 tick marks are going to be 112. Okay? There's a lot of ways to look at this. I'm giving you a ton of information, and you use the stuff that makes it simpler in your head to do. But these are not that hard. So the answer to this one is 112. That's number 1. If I put in the 1 tick marks there on the smaller angles and the 2 tick marks here, then I get that both of these are 2 tick marks. You see it? So that means that they're equal. So 16x plus 7 equals 135. And we have to leave the x alone. They want us to find x, I think, on this one. Let's see. Sometimes they want you to find an angle. Yeah, they want us to find x. Okay. So So we subtract 7, and what do we get?
128.
Yep. So 16x equals 128. And when we divide by 16, what do we get, Aiden?
8.
X equals 8. If they had told you we want to find the angle, then the angle would be 135. That would be an easy question, but they want you to find x, okay? Now remember we were talking about the guy on Castaway that was spearing fish, right? And he was spearing 2 fish at the same time. The fish were swimming in a parallel fashion so that he speared them in the same angle. He hit both fish at the same angle. Well, this spear hits these parallel lines at a 90-degree angle. When that happens, everybody's 90. Because think about it, 90 plus 90 is 180. And then these two are equal because they're vertical, and that's equal because that's vertical to him. And then this is equal because it's corresponding and alternate interior and all that kind of stuff. So we know they're all 90. So whenever you see one 90-degree angle in parallel lines, you know every one of them is 90. It doesn't matter which kind it is, they're all 90. So you would just make 14x plus 6 equal to 90. So 14x equals 84. X equals 6.